equipment, they'll start shivering. Or you tell an electrical engineer that I need to fix a fuse, he will say, I'll call my technician. He will not be able to do it. Call a mechanical engineer, something goes wrong with our engine, he will say, I'll call my technician or engineer, roadside engineer who will fix it. This was not there earlier. Now it has been laid, emphasis has been laid in the present policy that anything that we do, we should be able to put it in practice. That is, educate to empower. If I am teaching BSc, B group, medical group, I should be able to carry out the necessary things which are needed, and I should be able to open my medical diagnostic lab, which was not there earlier. Now you will find that anybody who does it, he will do this. Along with that, he will do a skill-based course which will empower you to open your own medical diagnostic lab or any physical related lab, or you want to be in physical education, then you will be able to open your own ventures whereby you can start making these smaller equipments, which till now we were not able to do it. So it is educate to empower is the second important capsule of this. Third important capsule is teach to transform. Our teaching so far has been, if you would have talked to your kids, teaching has been they will remember, mug up, and then put it in the examination. Once the exam is over, they will forget what they learned. Now the emphasis is going to be we will teach to transform them into good educated citizens. That means all necessary aspects of education will be given to a student by the time he passes on to higher level of learning. These are the three capsules which are there. Earlier policy did not have it. This is what has been included now. Now under this, every university has been asked to start this. There is a academic bank of credit which has been opened. Every university, every institute has been directed to register. This would be that when you register as a student in any college, any university, suppose you put in 2 years and then you don't want to continue for some reason. I have financial reason, I have medical reason. So what I would do is I would leave. But my university will keep a record, like bank account. Your number will be there, this many courses you did, this much time you spent in the university. Then you go back, start earning your money, look after your family. After 10 years you want to complete your degree, you will come back. You will say, this is my account in the university. They will take it out and they will say, well, you have put in 70 hours, 20 more hours are needed. Complete this and you will be entitled to a degree. So far, this was not the case. Anybody who leaves second year BSc or first year MA, and for some reason you have left, if you go there after 3 years, they'll say, no, it's all time barred, you cannot complete your degree. So this is the most important part which has now come up, which distinguishes. I'll give you an answer if you put questions to this. So this, every institute has been asked to register. We are also in the process. 50% of registration process is already over. Then in addition to these things, there are, as I said, multi-entry, multi-exit options, which has been very rightly put in this. Our university here has started this. We have started integrated courses in 5 subjects. Other subjects, we are in the process of doing it. Integrated courses would mean that you can join. Suppose you don't want to continue after first year, we will put your results there that, okay, he's put in 1 year. These are the credits he has cleared. It will be deposited in your bank. Then you can go and do whatever you want to. And suppose 4 years from down the line you want to come back again, we will say fine. So you will be allowed to enter. Your bank account, academic bank of credit will be opened. We will see what you have done and where exactly you have to begin. So you will be allowed to do it. So first year would be diploma, second year would be advanced diploma, certificate. Third year will be your degree. Fourth year will be, third year will be general degree. Fourth year will be honors. And fifth year, if you complete, you will be having a master's degree. That means you have an option to exit your education at 5 different places, which earlier on was not there. You fail and for some reason go back and come back after 3 years, we'll say, no, you are not good. Leave the university. You were not allowed to do it. Why? if for some financial reason or health reason or some family reason, one is unfortunate and not able to complete, why should he not be allowed to come in after 10 years, 20 years, when one is more comfortable? So that is the other highlight of this education policy, which till now was not there. And this unfortunately, no, I will answer that. Let me just take 2 more minutes on this. So this is one, well, I know the doubt will be there that academic dropouts will be encouraged, but I will answer that. It will not encourage academic dropouts. It will encourage many more to complete their academic activities which they somehow could not do it. Then there are other things, very quickly I'll run through. So far it was examination at the end of the year. People would sit for 3 days and mug up, and your parents will also be worried. They will give them milk, tea, let him study for 11 hours, and next day he will put the examination. If he's good, he will do well. If he's not sharp enough, or if he develops headache or whatever, he will tend to falter. So these things have been looked into now, that a student will not be burdened at the end of the year with exam. It's continuous evaluation. Somebody will teach for 2 weeks. There will be one internal exam. He will be evaluated, kept at second, third, fourth. Continuous evaluation will be there. And at the end of that, if somebody holds 30 examinations, the average of that will be taken and the result will be given. So it will not put that undue burden which you have on the student's mind. It will take off that unnecessarily worrisome process. These are the essential things. Then there are other things which quickly I'll tell you. We are encouraging everybody to develop skill-based courses, skill-based units. Suppose you are doing a course in journalism. You have been taught about writing, about this, but you have never been given a training that how do you hold a mic and present yourself, at what volume you have to speak. Skill will be, the actual internship will be there. You will be allowed to do internship officially. University will tell you that, okay, you can go and spend 4 months in X TV or Y TV or X radio, Y radio. Officially, it will be a part of that. So this internship will strengthen the degree holders or whatever course you are in. You would have heard about MOOCs and Swayam platforms. I will not give you the details. You would have known. It is something like that which we are officially permitting now students to strengthen their work. So skill-based programs would be there, and this will help everybody. Then we have, in addition to this, let me tell you only the highlights of this. Entrepreneur and life skills. Suppose there is a student who is very brilliant and he wants to set up his own venture. We will encourage that. We'll say that you can go to a private partner, ask for funding, come back. We have a startup center in our university. Use this facility to develop your product. It will be an encouragement to the students. And that student who is entering with private partnership, if he comes up with good product or good something useful for society, we'll encourage him. We'll say, okay, we will certify you, go and do this. So this is another helpful thing which people would find it useful for everyone. Then it is this policy, technology-enabled policy. So far, we never told anybody how to operate computer, how to type, how to do photoshopping. Whatever students were learning, they were learning on their own. Now, technology-driven part will be there in every degree course, every diploma, any course that you do. It will be making you technology savvy, and you will be able to use this on your own. So this is the essential part which I have given. In our write-up, I have given you the finer details, which has about 11-12 points. I will not highlight those. This is there, very clear. If you have any doubt, I'll be very happy to answer those. I'll begin with first question which our friend has asked, that will it not encourage dropouts? I'll tell you it will not. So far, this was a worry in the mind of students that I have to clear exam at the end of this year, and if I am not able to do it, my career is going to be marred. Parents would be worried, students will be worried, and there will be too much of a pressure on the mind of a student to do very well in exam. How many exams? Only one exam at the end of the year. So suppose during that exam, if somebody falls ill or somebody meets an accident, parents meet an accident, so in that worry, the student will mess up that exam. It's only one exam. So if you do well or poor or you miss it out, you miss it out. Here in this, all this is taken care of. The element of chance has gone away. You are studying regularly, you are appearing in the exam, so there is no burden. There is nothing. Now, when you finish your first year and somehow you have not been able to do very well, or your financial conditions in the family somehow unfortunately becomes bad, unfortunate cases are there. So previously if you leave, you are leaving, and that's about the end of your career. Here, if you leave, you can go, help your parents, start your own earning, become a money earner somewhere. You can start putting petrol somewhere, earn some money, work for 1 year, 2 years, and then you want to come back again, because with advancing age, your confidence develops, your understanding develops, your mind becomes more open. So you will have that confidence, I know I can do it, you will come back to university. With that earned money, you will do better in your education. So this will not encourage dropout, it will encourage people of all ages to have confidence that yes, they can be educated and they can contribute to the society in a far better manner than what they were doing now. That's it. And in our society, anybody who drops out, in our family you would have seen, oh, he is a BSc failure, 5 years you could not do BSc. We will look down upon that student, and in our family also the fellow will be depressed for no reason. He may be a brilliant fellow, he may be a good writer, but we will not encouraging. This part will not be there. In such a case, if somebody has developed enough understanding, he'll say, well, I go back, I'll do political science, international relations, finish my degree and start writing one newspaper or start earning my own money. This is the catch. This is the importance of this policy. This is the difference between what we had earlier and what we have now.
So should the student give a reason for discontinuing the course?
No. You can just leave. I don't want to continue.
Will you be able to get a job, like you will be giving a certificate or something?
Yes, at the end of the first year certificate, at the end of second year diploma, at the end of the third.
In the mid of 1 year.
No, not in the mid of 1 year. It is too early for somebody to leave. You know, it is when you start going for shopping. I'll give you a loose example. And when you go inside, you just look at this, you don't decide, you don't come out. You spend about 15, 20, 30 minutes to look at what are the products and what is it that you need to have it. Then only you will be able to decide what to take. So similarly, in education also, when somebody joins, it takes minimum 7, 8, 9 months to adjust to the circumstances. And after adjusting, one decides whether one would be able to do well in this or one should leave and come back again. Let me also tell you why this has been done. So far, what is our system? That you do well in school exam, go to the university, by mistake or fluke, by chance, if you do very well in, let's say, take the example of physics or mathematics, you have done very well by fluke. You may not have any liking or understanding. Since you have done very well, your parents will say, look, you are very good in this, you have to go in for BSc mathematics, without realizing whether the boy is good or not. So he will be forced into that. You start mathematical course, and during the course you find you are not good for this. I've been wrongly put into this. So you can afford to leave, go back, and suppose you have a liking for Sanskrit, you have a liking for music, you have a liking for Hindi. So one would come back again, he'll say, I'm not going to take maths, I will take music, Hindi and Sanskrit. Fine, you will be allowed. This freedom is going to be there, that you can take any subject that you wish to have at any stage of your life. I have seen many good physicists in the olden system who were not enjoying physics, but they were very good in music. I have a student of mine who is an excellent mridangam player. Go to Chennai, any temple festival is there, you will find him playing there. So he left science and came down to this. So your liking, your talent, you can harness by coming back to the educational system. This is there in this policy, earlier on it wasn't there. Suppose you have picked up one course. I'll take the example of physics. No bias maybe chemistry, maybe psychology. But I'm not good at that, but I'm managing. Along with that, I need to study two other subjects, let's say international relations and history. Well, that option is there. You can always pick up this, clear exams, and you will be getting a degree in that stream. So this freedom was not there earlier, which is now enshrined in this particular education policy. Yes, it is there.
But everything is dependent on the number of seats available as of now. So what happens then when the seat is not available?
I'll answer that. Huh?
Lateral in travel.
Yeah. This is there. Suppose I'll give you a concrete example. Suppose in my university in physical sciences I have 60 seats. And those 60 seats are full. After about 8 months I find that about 20 students are not liking. They want to leave and they want to change over to philosophy or history or sociology. So they would go, I'll be left with 40 seats. Then there'll be students who will be willing to join in there. So I'll be able to give them. Yes. Then there is no, that will also not be there. Suppose I don't have seat, I will tell them you can join Anna University, register here, do this course there, get the credit, come back to me and tell me that you have done it, I'll deposit your account here. So this is a very... No. He will complete that particular credit and tell us that I've done this credit, now it will be a part of my degree.
You're going to implement this
This year?
in the campus or in the
In the campus and affiliated colleges, all put together.
Are the affiliating colleges on board?
We have conveyed this to every college. We have sent the documents to every college. We have directed the principals to start this year itself. If there is any difficulty or impediment in this, please come back to us. We will help you out in this.
India first university for national education Pondicherry University.
No. Every university is doing it. Every university across the country, particularly central universities, which are funded by the central government, they have been directed to start and they are all starting. Now there are certain universities which have colleges affiliated or constituent colleges. They will also start simultaneously. Then there are private universities who are also supposed to be starting, but depending on their convenience, building, resources, students, funds, they will start at their own convenience, but they will have to catch up with us. If we are in the second year, they will have to be there. They cannot say we are starting now.
Academic bank.
That is academic bank of credit. I will explain that because this is a doubt which many people have. This is, let me give you don't take the figures exactly. Suppose I want to do graduation, which will be after 3 years, general graduation. And for that, I will say any student who has to be a graduate will have to necessarily complete, let's say, 100 credits. Right? So 100 credits, the moment somebody has it, he will be given the graduation degree. Now, how these 100 credits will be calculated? Suppose you learn philosophy for 10 hours, I'll give you 2 credits. You learn Sanskrit for this many hours, I'll give you 4 credits. You become an NCC cadet for 1 year, you take the training in all seriousness, you will get 4 credits. You become NSS, you will get 4 credits. So this way, or you become a good debater, extracurricular, we have 4 credits. Previously, anybody who will do NSS or NCC, no credit would be given. It used to be a waste of time. Of course, I will not call it waste of time because anybody who will have these would be a better student than the other ones because they will learn other things, art of time management, art of dressing up, art of walking, art of talking. Now here, when you do this, it will be given your academic credit will be given for this. So this way, if you add up and somebody gets 100, we'll say you're fit to be a graduate. Now how do we do it? You'll say it's a very difficult thing. Previously, when we had bank holders, account holders in our banks, we were telling them that, look, you remember we used to have passbook, we'll go to the counter, we'll give a check, he will take 20 minutes to see and then clearance and then entry will be made. Then we started computerization. There was a resistance. People said many will become jobless, computers will do it, we will not allow. There was a strike in banking, and ultimately, who is going to manage these computers? Our atmosphere is very dusty, air conditioning, this, that, there's so many things if you remember. But ultimately, when we said it is possible, we are intelligent enough to do it, the whole banking in our country became computerized. Isn't it? There was no difficulty, nobody faces. Same thing is here. They said, who is going to keep the detailed accounts? Who has done what? This is where we are going to have that academic bank of credit. A student will have a number. What you are doing, record. Now, if somebody comes back to the university 20 years after leaving, we will have his details. Because it is all computerized. Manually, yes, I don't like so-and-so, he will tear off that page. You run after anybody.
Is it mandatory on these accredited colleges to follow the
Everybody, it's mandatory. Yes, academic bank of credit, everybody has to register, and this is mandatory. Everybody will have to follow it. There are some hiccups here and there. Some colleges are telling, sir, we don't have enough computers, we do not have enough resources. We are telling, develop these, and if there is help required, you write to the concerned regulating bodies, they will help you out.
in the case of this infrastructure itself, see, most of the government colleges are funded by the state government. So in the case of, like you said, some colleges said like we don't have the equipment or all the resources. So in that case, what will they do?
Well, they are developing all this, and if they tell us the difficulty, we will also put it, and they will be helped. There is no escape from not policing national education policy. Which one?
All colleges.
All colleges.
Numbers, how many colleges? Number.
We have 101 now. Over 100. Huh? Over 101 colleges affiliated with us. Everybody is going to follow this.
Sir, filling regional language. 12 languages it is a compulsory or choice?
Choice. Languages are going to be totally on your own choice.
Okay.
If I like to study Tamil, I should be allowed to do it, and suppose I want to do Telugu. No, and I don't have Telugu here. I'm just giving you an example. So I'll talk to Anna University that, do you have Telugu? They'll say yes. I'll say these two students of mine will study Telugu in your university. And once they clear exam, you tell us, we will deposit that much credit in our account in their name.
So that same all 101 colleges they will follow?
They will follow, but you will appreciate, our country is a large country and the population is large. So though we have said that from this year onwards everybody will follow, we are also seized of the fact that colleges have difficulties. Every college doesn't have same kind of infrastructure. They don't have similar rooms. Suppose they want to have too many options. I'm giving you a combination, philosophy, sociology, Hindi. One will say mathematics, physics and philosophy. Endless combinations will be there, and every college may not be able to cater to all this. So in that case, colleges have been directed, they have been given freedom that under your resources, whatever you have, you tell students, this is what we will be having this year. Over and above, outside this, if somebody wants, tell us, then we will see where to put them. But initially, they may have to work within certain limited parameter. Gradually, it will be expanded. This could immediately be done, but then let me tell you, all colleges, all institutions to be precise, may not be in a position to register in the academic bank of products. So if they get it delayed, then we'll have to allow them that whatever they have in their parameters, let that be followed for a year or so, and then gradually expand.
But BA Tamil cancel the policy. BA Tamil degree.
You can talk to in Tamil. You explain in Tamil.
Yeah, சொல்லுங்க என்ன
BA Tamil வந்து honors மாத்துறாங்க.
இல்லை இப்போ ஆனர்ஸ் மாற்றினாலும் பட் ஏதோ 3 வருஷத்துலேருந்து 4 வருஷம் ஆக்குறாங்க அவ்வளோதான். வேறு எதுவும் மற்றது எம்ஏவில் இருக்கிறத பாதி எடுத்து வச்சு எம்ஏ வந்து 1 வருஷம் தான் வரும். அது மாதிரி மாற்றுறாங்க.
பிஇ வந்து 1 இயர் ஆயிடுச்சு. 2 இயர்ஸ்.
ஏன்னா நீங்கள் 4 வருஷம் எம்ஏ முடிச்சிட்டிங்க.
பழைய முறையில் இருந்த திருப்பி 3 இயர்ஸாக கொண்டு வந்தாங்க.
இல்லை 3 இயர்ஸ்
honors பேரில் பழைய
இல்லை இந்த பிஏ வந்து 4 வருஷம் ஆக்கின பிறகு அதில் வந்து நீங்கள் 7.5% எடுத்துட்டிங்கன்னு வச்சுங்க, 7.5 கிரெடிட் எடுத்துட்டிங்கன்னா சிஜிபிஏ நீங்கள் டைரெக்டாக பிஹெச்டி பண்ணலாம். முதல்ல வந்து பிஏ முடிச்சு பிஹெச்டி பண்ண முடியாது. அதான் இப்போ வந்து பிஏ முடிச்சு இல்லை பிஏ ஆனர்ஸ் முடிச்சோன்னா டைரெக்டாக பிஹெச்டி பண்ணலாம். எம்ஏ தேவை. பட் 7.5 சிஜிபிஏ எடுக்கணும். அது எடுக்காதவங்க எம்ஏ பண்ணலாம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒரு 1 இயர் எம்ஏ.
இந்த வருஷம் எத்தனை கோர்ஸ் புது கோர்ஸ் வந்து இந்த அகாடமி இயர்ல வந்து நீங்க
இங்கே யூனிவர்சிட்டியில் 5 கோர்ஸ் பண்ணுறோம்.
என்ன கோர்ஸ் சார்?
ஸோ பிஏ ஹிஸ்ட்ரி and then BA Social Science and then BA Chemistry, Physics, Earth Science. So like this there are many.
4 years.
4 years.
You will have more choice of subjects which was not there earlier.
UG 4 years. PG only 1 year.
No, 2 years.
PG existing 2 years, but this batch will go no. That time only that will become 1 year.
ஏற்கனவே இப்ப 2 வருஷம் படிச்சிட்டு செகண்ட் இயர் படிச்சிட்டு
Let them live, they will continue.
Only 3 years only.
3 years.
In our integrated system, it will be 3 and 2. You will be allowed to come out after 3 years if you don't want to continue. Go out, work. 10 years later, you want to come back. You will come back and finish 2 more years to get the MA. And suppose you want to join after 3 years. You will be allowed to join for 2 more years to complete MA.
எவ்வளோ நாள் வேணால் இருந்து ஜாயின் பண்ணலாம். ஒன்றும் தப்பு இல்லை. திருப்பி வந்து வரலாம். இங்கே மட்டும் இல்லை, வேற எந்த யூனிவர்சிட்டியில் கூட கண்டினியூ பண்ணிக்கலாம். வேற எதுவும் இல்லை, அதே கோர்ஸை நீங்கள் கண்டினியூ பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஏன்னா அகாடமிக் பேங்க் ஆஃப் கிரெடிட் இருக்கு இல்லைங்களா, இங்கே எடுத்துட்டு வேலை பேங்க் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர் மாதிரி.
One minute.
We'll take it later. Let us concentrate on NEP. He is talking about ranking. We'll take up later. We'll take up later.
Ranking we can talk, but at the end. Okay.
First we'll concentrate on NEP.
One minute, please. No, that will be available there also.
Slowly they will.
No, it has to be, eventually every institute will have academic bank of credit registration. Everywhere. But professional colleges will begin slowly because they have their guidelines are being prepared. The subject combination is also too much. That is being worked out, and National Medical Commission is providing guidelines for them. So that has to be linked to the other. So there we are doing it. It will be done, but little differently.
Initially, UGC and AICT courses we are implementing. Later on, slowly other courses also will.
Obviously, that will be done because whenever we start something new, we will watch what is the performance, and you will understand our country is not like what European countries are. They are all Europe put together. We are not equivalent to our country. So we have a different kind of difficulties, languages, conventions, styles. So here, when we implement such a wide thing, we will find some difficulties here and there. So after 1 year, we'll review where are the problems and we'll sort it out.
சார் 3 வருஷம் படிப்புக்கும் 4 வருஷம் படிப்புக்கு என்ன வித்தியாசம் இருக்கு? மாணவர்களுக்கு என்ன பயணம்? 1 வருஷம் அவங்க வந்து டிகிரி முடிச்சுட்டு போனா ஜாபுக்கு போகலாம். இல்ல எக்ஸ்ட்ரா 1 வருஷம் போது அவங்களுக்கு என்ன மாதிரியான
difference between 3-year course and 4-year course.
You want to explain?
You can tell in English.
See, you want in Tamil or English?
No problem.
Tamil.
Explain that the 3 years is.
See, 4-year main advantage என்னன்னா, suppose நம்ம 3 year வந்து நம்ம தான் ஃபாலோ பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். இப்போ வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அமெரிக்காவில் எல்லாருமே 4 year தான் ஃபாலோ பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. இப்போ நம்ம ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் இங்கேருந்து மேல் படிப்புக்கு போனால் மறுபடியும் அங்கே படிக்க வேண்டியதாக இருக்காங்க. பட் வேறஸ் இப்போ வந்து இப்போ 4 years இங்கே முடிச்சுட்டு டேரெக்டாக தே கேன் கோ ஃபார் ஹையர் ஸ்டடீஸ் ஈஸிலி. இல்லாட்டி இங்கே 3 years முடிச்சுட்டு அங்கே மறுபடியும் இந்த ஓல்டு பிரிட்டிஷ் சிஸ்டம் ஃபாலோ பண்ணுறதுனால மறுபடியும் அங்கே ஃபாலோ பண்ணுவேன். தட் இஸ் ஒன் திங். பட் அதுதான் மெயின் திங். அது இல்லாமல் மற்ற அட்வான்டேஜஸும் இருக்கு, கம்பைன் பண்ணி எல்லாமே இட் இஸ் தி எல்லா டிஃபிகல்ட்டிஸையும் கம்பைன் பண்ணி இப்போ ஓகே.
But then it's not a must. See, it's not a must for them to complete right till the end. Suppose somebody doesn't want, he wants basic education, 2 years diploma he takes, then starts his own venture or competitive preparation or... See, right now, what is it? Unless somebody graduates, let him go anywhere, you will not treat him with respect. Oh, you are not even graduate? He may be better than the hundreds of other students who are masters. But we will tell him, oh, no, you are not graduate, you are no good. But here in this system, somebody learns basic, leaves after 2 years, and goes for a job. If he is very good, talented, he will be able to get it. Because that compulsion of having graduation is not going to be there. It is your writing skill, it is your other management skills which will put you in better stead. And that is what we are going to provide through this.
Filled up. No, everything is filled up. He is asking about seats, the teachers' seats. We have conducted all the interview. We have
Teachers are all full. In fact, a time is going to come, not immediately, maybe 3 or 4 years from now, when it will be very difficult for a university to tell that you will require 100 teachers. Because, depending on what combination of subjects people are opting, I may not have all. So I may have to send them to Madras University or Anna University or other close by institutes. So they'll be studying there. Likewise, their students will come to us, which we may have or they may have. So depending upon that, we will have to increase or decrease our strength. So it will be a floating number eventually. There is a class of teachers which has been introduced in the university now from this year. That is called professors of practice. Suppose that will be, suppose if there is a music department and I put Ilayaraja as a professor there. You will say, all right, he doesn't have master's degree, how can you put him? Now, anybody having master's degree or anybody, any kind of degree, will be no match to great Ilayaraja. So if he is put as a professor of music, I think that will be a great asset to the university. This has been allowed now. Suppose I put somebody, let's say in cricket, I put Rahul Dravid as a professor here. Will you tell him he doesn't have master's degree? He will not be allowed. He is a much better person, then that kind of a thing is allowed. A brilliant doctor who is just a doctor, by practice he has performed hundreds of surgeries, but he doesn't have master's degree, only MBBS. So with this sheer strength, I'll be able to put him as a professor because he can teach much better. So this system of professor of practices has been started now, and this is going to be a great success for university systems. No, that will go regularly. Semester exam, the way we have been following now, it shall be followed there also. Initially in the first year, you may find some 15-20 days here and there adjustment gap, because we are now following staggered timetable, and this will be regularized by the end of this year. Next year onwards it will be all smooth.
We started very late. CET first time they started because it is
admission
delayed because that's the reason. Last time CET UG last year started, that's the delay. But this year we have already completed. We have started all the process.
But next year onwards it will all be. Next year onwards,
slight change will be there. The continuous evaluation will be there.
Next year onwards, it will all be routinely followed as the regular exam. But I am saying, because of the largeness in this, there may be a gap of about a week or 2 weeks in terms of examination. I may start early. One of my colleges, they may start a little later. But that we will have to take it because of the complexity.
Because they did not follow CET, but we followed CET. That is the problem. This year and will not. Already CET is over. We started the registration. We are going to admit the students. One by one. Asking about the president visit, whether any conversation is going.
See, President is going to come. She is most welcome here. We will be all honored. And it is a delightful thing if President visits us. Hopefully she visits us. That's what I'll say.
No, it's not. So you can see he is asking about the Hindi. Yes, please.
தமிழுக்கு வந்து கொண்டு வர இந்த கல்விகளில் தமிழ் வந்து கட்டாயமாக கொண்டு வரோன்ற மாதிரி கொண்டு வராங்க. பட் இங்கே தமிழ்நாட்டில் இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு தமிழ் படிக்கலாம். சரி, இப்போ தமிழர்கள் வந்து இப்போ வேற ஸ்டேட்ல இருக்காங்க, அங்கே போனால் ஆப்ஷனலாக தமிழ் படிக்க முடியுமா?
See, he is asking about Tamil, Hindi implementation. See, if you see this, the language is the one of the language.
See, this policy does not impose any language on anyone.
Yes.
It is the best policy we could have thought of in terms of freedom of learning languages. And let me also tell you, there is a wrong notion in our country that knowledge of a language is learning of a language is knowledge. It is not so. Knowledge is what you gain on your own. We have a wrong notion in our mind that somebody who speaks very good English is very brilliant, very intelligent. We take it that way. I keep telling, knowing a language is not knowing knowledge, having knowledge. It's a stair through which you can attain knowledge. So therefore one should have a heart to learn as many languages as you can. It is always an advantage. And fortunately in our country, go anywhere, you will find everybody knows 2-3 languages. It just comes within. So this advantage we should encash on. We should not fall on the narrow ends of imposition of X language or Y languages. If anybody wants to learn more languages, one is welcome. This is what this education policy emphasizes. We have no hatred of any kind for any language. We respect every language. And fortunately, we are in an area where it is a Tamil speaking area. Tamil Nadu is all Tamil. And fortunately, we are in an area where the language is not a new language. Tamil language is the oldest language. It has the richest literature, richest style, richest conventions. So why should we not promote it further? Promoting Tamil language means you are promoting your own culture. We should be welcome. And if somebody wants to know Hindi, wants to learn Hindi, he is most welcome to do that. So respect for all languages is there as a part of this policy.
ஆசிரியர் பணியிடங்கள் நெருக்கட்டுன்னு சொன்னீங்க. அது மாதிரி இங்க பல்கலைக்கழகத்தில் ஆசிரியர் பணியிடம், அதே மாதிரி நான் டீச்சிங்ல பணியிடம் நிரப்புறதுக்கு வந்து பல்வேறு ஊழல்கள், முறைகேடுகள் நடந்ததாக குற்றச்சாட்டு நல்லா தெரியும். அந்த அடிப்படை பார்க்கும்போது டீச்சர்ஸ் வந்து தகுதியானவர்களா, அவர்கள் வந்து சொல்லிக் கொடுக்குற தகுதியானவர்களா, இல்லைன்னா வந்து வேண்டிய நபர்கள் கொடுக்கப்படுறதா ஒரு குற்றச்சாட்டு இருக்கு. நீங்க எப்படி இது பண்ணிருக்கீங்க, உள்ள பண்ணிருக்கீங்க?
He is talking about recruitment of non-teaching and.
We are doing it. We have had a very difficult, torturous exercise of recruiting teachers, completing their promotional activities. Promotions have been given to a large number, and many non-teaching staff has also been inducted. Many more, we have collected data, will be recruited soon, but following norms in the strict sense of the word. We will recruit. We are very soon going to start this exercise.
There was a long-pending demand for this 25% reservation for students. Recently also there was a...
Yes. No, I'll be happy to give a clarification.
So we just want to know from the university side whether you have taken it up with the ministry.
We have. Let me tell you, you are demanding 25% reservation. We are not sticking to this 25%. We are giving much more than that. Any Pondicherry student who comes for admission and he fulfills the criteria, we just give him admission. And right now, if you look at the data, in any course there are more than 25% students from our local area. Any course you pick up. The average is 35, 37, 40%. So if I restrict that 25% is over, no more, I'm not doing that. Any number is most welcome. And any course you pick up, they are more than this. Now the question of reservation in the strict sense, some courses we reserved, we did this reservation when the university started. Some other professional courses where there was a demand and there was a need, we did this also. But to give a general reservation, one is that I make a statement, yes, but then I'll have to say that 25% are over in earth sciences, no more students, right? I'm not saying that. I'm saying anybody who's who's fulfilling the required criteria, we admit them. And I am making a statement, any course you pick up, there are more than 35% students from Pondicherry, and no restriction. Recently, we started a course in management in Karaikal. They said it's a backward area, there was a need of this course. So let's give 100% reservation to the local students. I said done, because we have a similar course here. People are coming from all over the country. There all seats reserved for Karaikal students. 100% reservation.
நடைமுறை இருக்கும்போதே வந்து 146 இடத்துக்கு வந்தீங்க. இப்ப தேசிய கல்விக் கொள்கையை கொண்டு வந்திருக்கனால இது சாத்தியமாகுமா? ரேங்க் முன்னாடி வருமா?
One more thing, I'll just answer this. So on this reservation, wherever there is a necessity, we are taking care of that. But for me to make a generalized statement, 25% reservation, please have a nationwide repercussion of this. Then Central University of Odisha students will say 25% reservation. Kerala will say 25%. Punjab will say 25%. Central University means it's a national body where education has to be encouraged for all. Teachers have to come from all parts. Students have to come from all parts. So this will not be there. But since Pondicherry University has a special character, every state has many universities. Our Pondicherry has one university. We are conscious of this fact. That is why in certain important courses, like I have given you the Karaikal example, we have started this course in Andaman Nicobar management. Now there people have to, for doing this course, have to rush out to mainland. So to avoid that, the course that we have started, we said 100% reservation for islanders. So wherever there is a need, we are doing it. But if I make a sweeping statement like this, it will have wider repercussion all over, which we don't want. We have to follow national character, national policy. So we are doing it, keeping in mind the requirement of Pondicherry. And we have written to ministry also, 2 years back also, last year also.
What was the response?
They said this has to be examined in the wider arena, which I have said, rightly so. So they are looking at it.
What is the fund allocated for the university?
You are asking me a very difficult question because it's difficult to remember. I can give you that after I check what is the data. But yes, had you asked a question, is the fund allocation enough or not, I would have immediately said it is not. I need more money. But what is the fund allocation? If I tell you, well, 30 crores, this many lakhs, this many and this many paisa, you will say, oh, it is not this, it is not 48 paisa, it is 98 paisa, I gave a wrong figure. So I'll refrain from making this. I'll have to check and tell you.
Fund whether increased or not?
Not much. No. We are trying. We are representing, and wherever there is a desperate, dire need, they do give it. But we have to raise our hands that we are desperately needing this. Last year?
How much it was given last year? How much this year?
This year they increased by about 10%. The increase is there. Amount I will have to check and tell you. My mind is into too many things, so it will be difficult for me to remember. Endowment funds we are through that we are giving gold medal to number of students, and we encourage, if anybody wants to start an endowment, we encourage them. Anybody gives 10 lakhs, we start a gold medal in somebody's name.
Has it also gone up? Or?
No, it has gone up. It used to be, I think, 2 lakhs earlier, then 5 lakhs. Now it is 10 lakhs, if I remember.
5 lakhs.
5 lakhs now. We are thinking of raising it to 10 lakhs. But right now it is 5 lakhs. But 10 lakhs also, when we talk to some corporate houses, they say, oh, it's only 10 lakhs, why don't you raise? So we have to look at the general public also.
That new system is implemented this year. Some colleges they don't have infrastructure, including in government colleges also. Then who will monitor, who will certify, who will approve?
See, I'll tell you, when this comes in practice in the fullest sense, there is nothing to be monitored because everything is going to be computerized. Like here, State Bank of India, sitting in Delhi, they can always monitor what is Pondicherry's deposits today. Nobody has to come here. Similarly, Academic Bank of Credit, once it is fully done, anybody will be able to monitor. So sitting in my office, I will know how much this college has and how much this college is following. It won't be difficult, but initially there are hiccups. Every college has to register for this, which they are doing it slowly within their own limitations. And we are also not very rigid and strict.
We are ranking going up and down.
No, this is a misnomer. I will clarify that. Now that ranking you have started, I want to clarify on that. 5 years back, our ranking, you said it was 42, 48 or 42. Then it came down to 58, 68 and whatever. Let me give you a clarification on this. When the ranking was 42, there were only 450 institutes participating. So we were 48 out of 450. Next year, the number went to 500 and 600 something. So we were 48 out of 600. Then the number went to 800. Then they said all private institutes are also allowed. All private universities are also allowed to participate. Number went to 1100. Then 1300. Now whatever is the ranking, you can compare 48 out of 500, and now if you are 101 out of 1300, which is higher, that is one. And if you compare the points that we give, marks, awards, our marks have been consistently increasing. We have not gone down in any of the category. Now, the question of ranking going down overall, there is a reason which I don't mind putting it very openly. Here in our university, when somebody would register for PhD, he will have to go through all rigorous checks before he is awarded the degree. And nobody would get a degree with these checks before 4 years. Degree will be awarded, and our PhD degree has a value. He goes to US, I am a PhD from Pondicherry, they will respect. What other universities have done in the region here, adjoining Tamil Nadu, wherever you can name, pick up any university. They have allowed all their colleges, teachers to guide PhD. I don't want to give you an example. You pick up the data on your own, Bhartiyar, Bharatidasan, Periyar, Salem, wherever, any university you pick up, they have allowed all college teachers to become guides. So all college teachers are guiding students, and they are producing a PhD within 2 years. So their number of PhD in a year is 500. Our PhDs with this regular check is 60, 80, 100, 110. So they will say, oh, Pondicherry produces only 110, this university produces 600. They give points and they gain in that. Now, I could have also allowed that all my 101 colleges, all teachers are allowed to register students and give degrees. Now, a student working with me will take 4 years, will have to work very hard. A student in one remote college where they don't even have facility, a teacher is not being paid a regular salary, you know about it, 15, 20,000 rupees a month. And if he registers a student, and he will tell, okay, I am going to give you this degree in 2 years, provided, I don't want to say anything else. So that degree will be what value and our degree will be what value. So the number will go down, our number will go up, our ranking may go up, but I don't want to dilute the standard. In terms of our scores, we are much better. Let me also give you a data. In central universities alone, though our category country-wise is going down, because there are many private players, I cannot afford to give a wrong data. If my students are 800, I'll say 800. A private university here, XYZ, I'm not naming, they may have 600, they have 6,000 students.
Only university only?
All private this thing. They will say, whatever teachers I have, I will give that number. Those private players will say, they may have 60 teachers, they'll say I have 600 teachers.
The rankings will come all
So on that basis, they are getting A++, and we are getting A, whatever, I don't care. Our ranking in central universities was 38th when it took over. Then it went on to, in the first 20s. Then we came down to 9th, year before last. Last year we were 8th. And this year, the score, if we take, we are still around 7 or 8. That is to be seen. You know, you compare horses with horses. So, that's the example I'll say. Don't compare. We have done it. We have done it. We have said it in all meetings, I told them that if you want to rank central universities alone, Don't put private players here. See, if I am getting, let's say, 200 crores, every penny of mine is audited at 3-4 stages. Right? And if whatever they get, if the mandate is that you have to spend this 10 crores on science labs, and instead of those science labs, they spend it on their buildings, and they spend it in looking after whomsoever, obviously they are better placed to get better ranking. If I am asked to spend 10 crores in my biology department, I'll have to do it. I can't afford to say that let's make political science better. No question. So I am bound by certain regulations, and I am checked at 5 places, right up to Parliament. My report goes to Parliament. But these people, they can have, if I tell them that the football color while playing has to be this, they will say, no, I will play with pink football, black football, orange football. They are free to do it. Who's going to stop them? I can't do that in my field. I will have to follow my national standards. So please tell in your writings that our ranking is not going down. We are improving every year. And we have to look at the benefit of society. I don't have to look at the benefit of an individual. Private universities and colleges, they are looking at their own kitties. I'm not bothered about it. Any penny that comes, I am utilizing for the benefit of society, which we will continue to do it, irrespective of what public thinks about it. I am answerable. We will continue to be answerable. Please write it in your, wherever you're putting, that standards are going up every year.
Jipmer is going up, whereas your university is coming down.
No. Let me tell you, the standing of these hospitals, Jipmer is a center of excellence, hospital of all India importance in the category of AIIMS. In fact, Jipmer is older than AIIMS. Now, if you compare, let me tell you, Jipmer's performance is far better because of 2 reasons. Anybody who goes to Jipmer will just get a registration done without paying even a single rupee and start getting the treatment. Every treatment is free. In AIIMS, you go today in Delhi, anybody who is going will have to pay 200 rupees to register. So this is one difference. There.
Medical college only for the hospital. This is not in the hospital. I want only for the education system.
No, it's same.
Education is the only, you are told only for hospital.
No, it is combined. Hospital and college, they are combined. It is one unit. It is one unit.
They cannot read.
No. I'll clarify. It is one unit. Same is for AIIMS, all other government hospitals. It is same. In fact, the teaching is given to a hospital if there is enough footfall. So in terms of footfall, Jipmer is number 1. The number of patients they are attending, no other hospital in the country is attending. And because of this, the data goes to the health ministry, and they will say, oh, they are 20,000 more than any other. They need to be given better medicine, more staff. I am on their HR committee. For the last 5 years, they did not get any additional staff. But we fought, we wrote, we argued, and last year they were given 300 nurses, 110 doctors. There was a quantum jump in the sanction of staff. Similarly, sanction of money. Their outsourcing number is about 2,500. My outsourcing number is about what? 150? So that's the level Jipmer is operating at. Jipmer needs to be given a better treatment, and they are being given. Still more if they give it, it will be still better, but Jipmer is doing very well because of the patient footfall. They get more data, more research, more activities, and they are performing better. And everybody acknowledges that. I think I'm clear on that. Huh?
CET exam already, the result just now, last Friday came. Now we are going to start the registration on the home page. Then after 1 week we will start the
Random or integrated courses have started, sir. Already portal is already integrated courses.
So integrated card last week the Friday came. Integrated started already, but this one we will start from 1 or 2 years.
Yes, they will be gradually extended to right now 5. We had 3, then 4, 5. Now we are going to extend it to other courses also.
This year we have not yet.
No. Ultimately, every subject will have integrated course. Aim is to have 100%. But gradually we are beginning, because you will appreciate we can't start straight away. We have to look at the resources, teachers, all those. We are adding more resources. Many of our buildings are ready. Any VIP who comes, the buildings will be inaugurated. Then next year we'll start more. Are you tired?
I would like to request you that when we need to interact with you on some issue, please kindly make yourself available.
I am always available. I jocularly tell my friends, my dear friends, this is for everybody's attention. I in a lighter vein always tell my friends, they say, when are you in the office? I said, look, I am a prisoner of Pondicherry University. I come here in the morning and leave at about 8:30. Then when I leave, I am on parole. I go home, do my things, and next day again in the morning I am back. So, prisoners will get a parole for 8 hours, 10 hours. So I am here, you are saying, when anybody who wants to interact with me can get in touch with my office or in my registrar's office, we will be available. We will love to answer your queries, because it is through your queries we will have the chance to improve further.
There are several issues in the university.
What are those issues?
Students' issues.
No, there is no issue. We are looking at students' issues. Past was, they were all engineered issues. We have looked.
We wanted this response.
Sure, I would have been happier to give it had anybody come to me.
We couldn't get to.
See, there are, let me tell you, there are issues. I am not saying they are not genuine. Students have genuine concerns. And I keep telling my students, if you come out with your problems, we will be able to sort it out. I may not be able to go to every room to see whether the fan is working or not. So you have to tell me that this is the problem. We will be able to look into it. But issues related to non-teaching, if you raise now, I will be very happy to answer. There is no issue right now. Their promotions have been done, their recruitment have been done, their compensatory, that has been done. Somebody who died, their kids have been given a job. Everything has been looked into. MSCP has been done. There is no demand as such. So that's why you don't find anything. But if there is anything pertaining to any issue, please come to me. I'll be very happy to answer. Not only to me, registrar or all these officers.
Hereafter we can come directly to your office.
You can. No issue. But I will appreciate if somebody comes to me after 6. Because that's the time I am through with my official work. I am signing my files. I can always attend to it. I leave my office very late, 7:30 onwards, so you can come anytime.
We will be filing the story.
Which one? 6 will. So you file it next day. Come anytime. I said you can come anytime. Even during selection committees, if somebody has come to me, I pull myself out, attend to them, and then go back. You are welcome anytime. No question of any time. You can talk to me on phone. My phone is always on. It is never switched off. You can send me email. I respond to every email. I sit and work till 1:30 p.m. It is on record.
What about WhatsApp messages?
That also you look at. But WhatsApp, the problem is there are too many groups of this good morning, good day. Please do that. Please do that. Feel free to put it in whatever way. We are for you.
So you'll have to share a number where we can WhatsApp you.
Office will give you. Both my phones are on WhatsApp. I have 2 phones.
The number now, sir.
Yes, you can have. Our PRO will give you all numbers. Give them. Both numbers. My email, personal email, you can give them everything. Right? Thank you very much for sparing your time. And had I known that it is going to be ending at 1 o'clock, next time we'll